machine. Bring them all back down to their knees. No time to waste. Remind the slaves they ain't gonna make it out alive today. I said, hey, you boys.
Guys, you know what time it is. It's Pump It Up time, bitches. All right, so we're going to call this Just Pump It Up, which will be the first time I've made a series called Just Pump It Up. Before it was My Pump It Up and Diet Vlog, whatever. Oh, there we go. All right. So I just finished, just so you know, I just finished the diet vlog cutting series for this season. I'm not saying it's like going to be the last time I cut, because we're still early in the year, in my opinion, at the 6th month. Could start another cut in December, right? But if you ever end a cut, there's a slingshot phase that's very possible, right? And as long as I've been doing this, I have went through the slingshot phase where, and it's good and bad. When you diet down, especially at the speed I did it, you will lose some muscle, right? When you ease up, you will get that muscle back, generally speaking, unless there's something medically wrong, right? The problem is you want food so bad that you overindulge, and you can gain a lot of fat very quickly, okay? Because your metabolism has went a little bit down, your T3 levels have went a little bit down, right? If you're natural. And maybe you were on a cycle and you went off, right? So what happens is your protein partitioning can be off. So you can gain more fat. A lot of people, what they do is they do like an Anavar, Primo, and Test series while they're dieting down with some T3 and clenbuterol. Look, guys, I'm not here to tell you what you can do or what you can't do. I'm just telling you what a lot of guys do, right? I didn't do that for my diet. I actually went off everything as my cleaning phase. And what I'm going to do now is go on now as my main gain. All right. I'm going to do a little bit of Primobolan, a little bit of Deca, and a little bit of Siponite. All right. So I'm thinking I'm going to try some site injection stuff that I've never really done before, but I think that it might help. I don't want to just pump everything into my shoulders, right? Or my ass. So I'm thinking about doing some arm stuff, and some upper chest injections of like, I don't know, a half cc one day when I need it before chest workout. Who was it? Dave Palumbo, that said that it helps guys with their upper chest to feel it when they train at first, and gets that feeling going. So if that makes any sense, yeah. So this is going to be a main gaining series. So this is Just Pump It Up, number 1 of the vlog. C4. How is my diet changing? What changes am I making? Well, I joined Crunch Fitness because usually I have like 2 or 3 gym memberships, but Planet Fitness is closer to the house now that I've moved closer to Ohio. Planet's like the only one. The Powerhouse that I used to go to went out of business, so that was gone. There is Planet Powerhouses still, but nowhere's near me. The other 2 gyms that I really loved are over an hour and a half away from me now, from where I live. So I actually joined Crunch, and I'm keeping my Planet. There is an LA Fitness that's not too far away, but I've heard really bad things about it. the one close to me, not all of them. Some of them are probably awesome. But yeah, so I wanted to just keep the Planet Fitness for when I travel for work or what have you. I can go, it's got a lot of locations, right? And I can still use their tanning. No, I'm not down with guys changing in the girls' room and shit like that. I am a pretty normal guy. I'm not fucking stupid, right? But I also think that you should always be careful when you go into a change room because the same thing's been going on forever, right? In guys' change rooms where, and I hate to stereotype this, there's gay guys hanging out in change rooms at Planet Fitness okay, at other gyms too. I just don't want to name them because they're privately owned. But I remember there was gay guys hanging out waiting for me to change. I don't change in the change room too often now because of it. And I think if you're a dad and you're bringing your daughter into Planet Fitness, she should be aware of what's going on with, like, there could be, people in there. Don't get totally naked, right? So, but I also think they should introduce, I think in Canada, in certain parts now, they're introducing like a third change room. And maybe that's the way it's got to be, right? Because I have nothing against people. Look, some people are born different than other people. It is what it is, right? But then there's also some people that take advantage of the situation and they're creeps. That's really bad. So I'm not saying certain people shouldn't have rights, but I am saying that because of the bad people, right? One bad apple does spoil it for the bunch. And you don't see women dressing like men and trying to go in the men change room for a reason. That's all there is to it. It just doesn't happen. It never happens. But with men are pervs. Yeah, even men that dress like women are pervs, especially men that dress like women are probably pervs, right? So you give, now there's going to be 10 people that have, their issues that are just fine. There's that one little dork that's going to fucking be a pervert, right? So, because we're men. So, even when we're not men, we're still men. Isn't that weird? I don't know how I got into this. This was not what this video was going to be about at all. But since you're asking why I'm at Planet Fitness, how do I feel about that? That's how I feel about it. Is that no matter where you are, you got to have your head on a swivel. And I'm lucky enough that I did not have any daughters. I only have men that I've raised and grandchildren. I do have granddaughters, so. And I would tell my son the same thing. Don't fucking have them not knowing better than to change in a change room, right? Not this day and age, because people are sick. So, yeah. All right. So my one son that has girls, now I've said it. Now you know. But I'm pretty sure he's pretty smart about that stuff, so. All right, so back to Just Pump It Up. This channel is Just Pump It Up. Well, it's my Pump It Up, but this series is Just Pump It Up. So, all right, so I am liking this M2 tank. I kept calling it a Cause Fit before. It's a Cause Pet or an Amazon Amaze Tim. It comes up as Amaze Tim, a Cause Pet, but it's an M2 tank, okay? It's still a Cause Pet, no matter what they sell it as. And M2 tank is the one I have. Let me see if I can, yeah, there we go. You could, as soon as I put the cam on it. All right. So it's got some cool stuff, and I'll talk about it a little bit. Like right now for the workout, you could choose uh, cycling, swimming, outdoor running, badminton, tennis. Dude, there's a ton of things you can pick for workouts. Hockey, spinning, yoga, sit-ups, treadmill. Okay. Every time I get on the treadmill, guys, within 3 minutes, my watch is going off and saying, "Are no, not on the treadmill, on the elliptical." Right? Every time I'm on the elliptical, it goes off within 3 minutes. Also, one thing that's kind of funny is when I'm driving, a lot of times I have my hand up here and I'm going like this, and my truck vibrates. So my phone will think I'm on a bicycle and it'll say, "Are you cycling?" Ignore, right? So my condition, I am, geez, I don't know what I weigh, but I'm not going to be losing my conditioning very fast. Like I said, it's main gain. I'm going to stay similar and just be more, right? And that's what bodybuilding is. Now, bodybuilding as we know it right now is you prep, you diet, you prep, and you peak for one day with a fake tan and probably a bunch of fake parts. We all know that. And you're on gear as fuck for one day, right? To be judged. And you have a posing routine. And that's bodybuilding, right? But that's not my bodybuilding. My bodybuilding is making my body look the way I want it day to day. The vehicle that I'm living in is my body because we're all spiritual creatures. These are just our vehicles, right? I'm trying to get my vehicle to look better, feel better, and still have a decent amount of longevity, right? So I don't live a perfect life, all right? I vape. I drink energy drinks. I have cheat days. I have mad sex with my old lady. I'm not a monk. But the big things, okay? I try to get sleep. That's what this watch is monitoring. I try to go to bed early, right? Because I know I got to get up early for work. At my age, I'm only getting 5 hours of sleep at best. But I try to take naps during the day in between visits to the gym or what, like, obviously I work during the week after work, and then go to bed early. I don't drink, right? I don't drink alcohol at all. I I have nothing against drinking if you can do it in moderation. I was actually pretty good at that. But what happened was during the pandemic, I got, Jesus, I said pandemic on a video. Hope that doesn't fuck me over. Anyways, I got sick, right? Pretty fucking sick. Then when I got better, I was off work for a little bit, started tipping it back. And I felt like I was drinking too much because I was day drinking, because I was bored, right? I went to the gym. I was going to the gym before I got sick, but I had to wear a mask and do the cardio thing. I think everybody remembers that. It sucked a fucking huge wang. So hopefully nobody tries that shit again, because I don't think anybody's falling for it again, but you never know, right? So after that, I was just like, yeah, I'm sick of drinking, and I stopped drinking. I guess it's been almost 4 years, and I just don't feel like drinking. If I was going to do something, I'd probably have like an edible or something like that, right? Would I don't know. See, I don't smoke weed either. But that's just like something I stopped doing when I was a younger guy. And I worked federally for like 10 years. In these videos, I was working federally, traveling around. So I didn't do anything. Didn't do anything wrong, right? Have an awesomely clean record, which you have to have. So, yeah. But I do believe that within reason, if you take care of yourself and you make good decisions, generally speaking, you can do little things here and there, like drink energy drinks or vape or go out and have a killer cheat day, right? Or go out and drink on the weekends. If you're young and especially young and dude, some of the most built people party hardest, which blew my mind, believe it or not, when I was younger, because I was always, when it came to bodybuilding, very straight and narrow, like, gotta eat this, gotta do this, gotta do this, can't do that, can't do that, no, don't do drugs, don't do anything, blah, blah, blah. And then I'd start dating like a bodybuilder chick, and she'd be like, yeah, let's go out and party. And I'll be like, okay. And this chick's doing like all kinds of stuff that I never seen before, right? And this is a bodybuilder. And she gave me the rundown. She was like, you work out hard, you play hard, right? She's a little too fast and furious for me, but you get the drift. So, you work out hard, you play hard. Yeah. Just like another great saying is, play stupid games, get stupid rewards. If you live on the edge, sooner or later, you're done for. You're going down the way you played, right? But I'm not here to preach. I'm here to have a good time, make a couple videos, talk about sculpting my body, answer any questions you guys have. I'm pretty much an open book. Somebody asked how tall I am. I've said in several videos I'm 5'9", but 5'9" for argument's sake. I was 5'10" in high school. I'm like probably 5'8 3/4" right now. My back's so fucked up and my knees are so fucked up. And I did a lot of lat stuff too, like a lot of back exercises. So I have terrible posture, but when I stand up straight, I'm probably like 5'9" still, or really close to it, right? So, my weight, I can't even tell you right now, and I don't want to jump on the scale because I just had a refeed day on Saturday. Today's Sunday, right? So it probably wouldn't have hit me that hard today, but tomorrow's the day I usually see it on the scale, like Mondays. But I did an hour and a half of cardio. But getting into my changes of how I'm going to be changing stuff for the next bit is that I did an hour and a half of cardio, but I didn't kill it on the cardio, right? I usually do like a level 15 on the elliptical. I did like a level 10. So, yeah. And on the stair climber, I think I was a level 5 or 6, which is just, stair climbing. But yeah, so hour and a half of cardio. I might even start doing free weights and then doing my cardio, where before I do my cardio, because I push so hard on the cardio for the diet. And I do like to split, like if it's, here's the thing, we all do what we have to do, right? And nobody's life is scheduled out so easily and perfectly that you can make yourself a fitness plan, and work and social all falls around that. So like me, I was for a long time in my videos, I was doing like my cardio, coming home, eating, taking a nap, and then going back to the gym at night to do my weights, right? Then it got to be like a pain in the ass, and I felt like I wanted longer sleep at night and go to bed earlier. So I did my cardio first and then did my weights. Now, as I was getting lighter, I lost a lot of strength anyways, and my body was not recovering. Okay, I am 54. My body was not recovering, and I was dry. I wasn't on anything. So I couldn't work out as hard. I was still working out, but not in the same aspect. And anyone that knows when they target down for real, that you lose strength and you lose recuperation time. So now going back on, I'm getting wet. Call this getting wet with Slinger, right? And I'm going to be probably doing free weights first, cardio after, because the weight is not that important to me at this point. The function, the result, and the look are going to be more important for the next little while. So it's a main gain. And yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm going to film over at Crunch. I know in a lot of my old videos, I used to film in the gym. But I had 2 times that they came up to me and said, "You're not allowed to film in the gym." And that's like, what, 5 years ago? And I don't see people filming too much ever in either of the gyms that I'm at. So I don't know if I want to do it. And I did ask one of the guys at the gym before, and he said, "We don't have a problem with it. You can film as long as nobody complains." The problem is he doesn't even work there anymore. He went and got a different job. So I don't know how they really feel about it. And I don't know how Crunch is. So if you know and you've been to Crunch and you've filmed inside of Crunch, please put a comment in. If you want to see videos of me working out, whatever. I do like a quick couple flexes at the gym, and I put those in my shorts. Be sure to check out my shorts videos. If you look in the list, there's shorts. There's my Pump It Up 1 series. There's my Pump It Up 2. There's Diet Vlog Cutting 2024. That's the one we just finished. So that's like over 8 years of video, right? So, all right, guys, get out there and do something. I rambled on, and I did an hour and a half of cardio today. So, yeah, I'm good. Get out there and burn some calories and make some myofibular adaptations.